intention now is getting into your work, and let's just show them as they are. And then you should find out from your colleagues' work, what do you think are the strong points and the weak points? Okay, then at the end, I will tell you my own opinion. But it's just a technical opinion. I'm not giving any comment on the content, of course. And Valentina is here. Hi, Vale. How are you, Valentina?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fine,
Hi,
very
everybody.
well. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. Okay, let me see if we have everybody here. Okay. So I should have Diana that is there. Helena, Maria Clara, yes. Roberta, she told me that she wouldn't be here. And Valentina. So there's just Gabby that is not here, but I'm sure she doesn't care if we start without her and she can get in a bit later. No problem at all. So, Valentina, what I was telling to your colleague is, first of all, you've been really good, fantastic. I think you're a bit, you're a liar if you say that you are a complete beginner in PowerPoint.
No, never.
You never used it. I don't care. I don't care. That's your. You deserve all the compliments that I'm telling you now. But so to start, we start to watch your works as they are, and then at the end of each works, you say which are, according to your ideas, your technical tools that now you have, your colleagues' strong points and weak points in the work. Okay, so I'm sharing my whole screen today, so you can see what we are going to see. And that's my screen. Let's start with Diana, with Seasons of the Year. Okay. Okay, you see, I opened because you sent me the PowerPoint. Some of you even sent me the video that they made. So I open this PowerPoint. I go on, let me put it this here. I go on presentation. From the beginning. Okay, let's have a look.
The summer is magic, is magic. Oh, oh, oh.
I don't see it.
We don't see it.
You don't see it?
No. Nice.
Just listen to the music. Huh?
Back 90s.
Yeah, that's nice. I like it.
Yes, music is good. So first, strong point, music is good.
Oh, nice. Okay, then.
I have to share one by one because Zoom doesn't allow to change from one screen to another. I have to share every single screen that I'm sharing with you. Sorry, that's, so now you see it.
Okay.
But let's start from the beginning.
The summer is magic, is magic. Oh, oh, oh. The summer is magic. You have to imagine, imagine. Oh, oh, oh. The summer is magic.
Okay. Now let's discuss a bit about this nice PowerPoint that your colleague Diana made it for you and for her, of course. Tell me if there's anybody that first strong point, we see that the music is nice, is starting at the beginning and is really nice, energetic. Okay. What else? What did you notice?
I had several issues in putting my own voice. In fact, I didn't do it because I couldn't do that.
Oh, that's another thing. I didn't ask you to prepare a complete PowerPoint. That means with animation, transition, the voice, the music. It depends on how you have to use it. But of course, if you have a problem in using your voice, it's a problem that should be solved. But in this case, I thought that was you were just thinking of doing it because you want to use it like this, and then probably speak directly to the children without, I mean, you and the PowerPoint. It depends on who you want to use. But did you have problem in using your voice or what, Diana?
No, I tried to record my voice, and I did it just on the first, I could do it just on the first slide.
Okay.
I couldn't put my own voice in all of them.
Okay.
I tried several times, but I couldn't make it.
Okay, so let's see if we can do it. I'm writing down this note.
I had a few notes, but maybe
Check.
I didn't write down some parts.
Okay. The voice. Okay. In your opinion, anyone can reply. Are there any weak points in this PowerPoint?
I think the song, but this is not technical, it's just the song was about summer, so it should have stopped when it started, when the slide was about fall.
Okay, so the music, yeah, this is about the content, of course, but it's even about technical issue, because you know it's you could use more than one music. It depends on the slide. So my personal opinion is that is a bit too fast. So you don't have actually the time of elaborating what is going on. And the sentences that you put are too small. So they're not very clear and they don't go up. Probably you just, you could, because they're nice that you got the name of the season and then a sentence that is explaining the season. So it's very nice, the system, but the sentence must be bigger, yeah, and you have to give more time to it. Giving more time means that, as Barbara said, you could change music slide by slide, because of course the music you put is fantastic, but it's not just music, it's music and voice. So when you say the summer is magic, it must be summer, as Barbara say, of course. Then if it was without anybody that is singing, that would be fine. But you know, with somebody that is singing, of course, you have to be careful not to get confused. Or you could put the summer slide at the beginning, and then all the others, even leaving the music. But I think they are too small and too fast. So you have to give more time. Or you can put it like this if you want to use as a clip. So this is a presentation clip. Just how long is it? Couple of minutes. And then, okay, now that we are into this topic, let's study the seasons. That's okay, that's fine. I mean, it depends. That's why I told you to leave your PowerPoints open, that you can modify them as you wish, because probably once you have to do your online lesson, so you need a complete PowerPoint that is self-explanatory. In other, maybe you can change it your aim, so it depends on you, but very good. Let's have a look to what, let me see, so let's close in this and have a first look to Helena.
Yeah, on my.
Fantastic. No, Helena, you've been so good, so technical.
In fact, I have to admit that I'm not a beginner, but I am, I don't know how to say it in English, autodidatta.
Yes,
So,
you're self-made, you're...
yeah, so, but I had time in a previous job, because I unfortunately had time because there was no work anymore, so I was laid off at the end. Yeah. I spent my time a little bit browsing into some of these programs, and so I made some things like this, but just for fun. So I really like your lessons because I need them. So. But
I think is even something that we can use as, I mean, even for me, the things you're sending to me, they're very useful to me. Because of course, anything you could add to your skills, I mean, they are really, there's no limit in our skills. So, and I think that cooperating with other teachers is really, really important. So let's get into the rules of the online classroom. That is very nice. Okay, let's share your. Okay, this is our PowerPoint. And let's go on the presentation from the beginning.
I don't hear the music anymore.
It's low.
Okay. Sorry, but I kept it low because I thought it was. I'm sorry, it was higher in my.
So this is even interesting because you see how it is actually when you are presenting online. So you see, let's see why you say that the music is low. You start
because
the
I put it
from the first one.
Yeah.
You see, if we go on here, directly we click on the speaker and we see riproduzione. Let's see the volume.
It's basso. Yeah.
Okay, let's try if I put it alto, because being no voice, basso is okay.
Yeah.
You are speaking, because your voice must be higher than the music, of course. But when there's just music, it's better to give a higher volume. So let's see now that we put high, the same presentation, how do you hear it?
Oh, better.
Better. You prefer it? That's
yeah. Why I don't hear it though?
You don't hear it.
Yeah, we don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe you
Okay.
have to put it on alto on every single slide.
No, because she put the music at the beginning and she was giving the, you see, it's here. What she did is riproduci tra diapositive, esegui ciclo continuo fino a interruzione. That
Right.
means that you put at the beginning and it's going on. If you want to change music every single slide, you have to riavvolgi dopo la riproduzione and you have to put away, cancel all this tick. Because she tick riproduce and she ticked here. If we take this tick away, the music is stopping when you're changing the slide. Okay. The very important thing is when you work, just remember always to click on the item you are working on. So if you're working on the sound, you have to click on the item that is, in this case, is the speaker, because in the ribbon, they appear all the others, you know, they shift with other functions. Okay, so what do you think are the good things and the not really good things? So the first one we saw that it was the music. What else? What do you think, girls? And even Elena, if she...
May I say something? I'm sorry that I couldn't put all the rules in because there are like 11 of them, but it was too long. So I decided to choose only some. And
yes, but we are not criticizing
yeah,
at
okay,
all
just
the content
comment.
because it's nice. I mean, just maybe if you make some big mistakes, we can say that, but there are no mistakes. This is your choice. The teacher choice must not be discussed. So it's your choice, and that's okay. And you choose very nice images. Probably you could use more transition.
Yeah, different ones.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, more, you know, to make it more lively. This is, and even the music that you choose is quite tan, tan, ta, tan. These are the rules. That's for you.
Yeah, that's the point.
But that's the point that is the message that you wanted to give. So that's perfect. I think that is very good. So what you could do is just finalize it and making a video of it. Maybe what you can do, as it's quite fast and quite short, you could add all the other rules that you want to put, and then at the end, prepare a video. It's very nice that you put the logo in each slide. When the slide is finished, that means that is your own presentation and nobody else, even if they copy it, because remember, once you put something online, it's not yours anymore. Even if you try to, at least if there's your name, your logo, or some identification, that means that at least they know where it's coming from. That is already something. But you know, the things, and then at the end we're going to speak about the copyright, because there's some little mistakes that all of you have done, but that is about the credits and the copyrights, but we are going to see it at the end of all presentation. Is Gabby with us? I saw her coming in, but she's not speaking yet, so she will. Okay, so let's see now Maria Clara. Maria Clara, is that good? Why are you doing like this?
because can I just say the issues I had before we actually see the video, because I had a lot of issues with
Okay.
the PowerPoint. So
Okay.
to
Hi,
start with,
Debbie.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late. Apologies,
No
apologies.
problem.
I had a previous lesson, so
No problem at all.
and we ran late. I'm really, really sorry.
Good, darling. Okay, Maddie, what are you saying?
yeah, so I started with the PowerPoint Office, which I could not insert audio for some reason, because
Yes.
I don't know why. And then also I had issues with the transitioning, and I forgot to mention the credits at the end.
Okay, that the one of the credit as even the other that they put, they are not really properly done. It's not a problem. But before speaking, let's get into your PowerPoint to show. It's very simple. It is very simple, but it doesn't mean that you can add something to make it perfect. Okay. So, in different kinds of sport, let me put smaller here, thumbnail, presentation from the beginning. Okay, so if I wait like I was waiting for the other, nothing happens. That means that you didn't put anything that is automatically starting, and I have to just click to make it. This is your, I could even think that this is your choice, because you wanna, like I'm doing now, I'm speaking on my slide, so I want to choose when going on and when stop. So I click on it, and of course I can stay on each slide as much as I want in this case.
It wasn't a choice though, in my case, I just could not do the transitioning.
Okay, okay, so we have to see it.
Okay, could I just stop you a second, Paula? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I need to do the usual, okay. Is everyone aware the session is being recorded?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't do it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Does everyone agree that on the fact that this session is being recorded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, 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 you're most unwelcome, because it's necessary, this part. Okay, running. Unbelievable. Okay.
Thank you, Helena, for reminding me.
Yeah, very good. You should do it with me as well. But I, you know, I forget him. I'm getting into the matter.
I forget too.
Okay. Okay. So the thing here is not about the transition and presentation. I mean, even the animation or the sound that you didn't put, because problems here are different. First of all, about the images, because most of the images are not in the proper dimension, and so the images, they blow up and they make them grainy, because probably the original picture, it's small, you enlarge it too much, and they became grainy. And that is a problem, because it's not nice to see. So we should look for pictures that are of the proper dimension. Of course, you have to make some trial before getting which one is good. Another thing, here we have this that I found even in other, that is called the watermark. The watermark can be here, can be all around inside the pictures. That means that these are property of somebody else, and you cannot use it like this. So of course, if you want to use in your classroom with a watermark, that's fine. But if you want to put on the internet, you can have problems in doing it. So this one, for example, you see the this the background that is made with little squares. This is because this is not a JPEG, is a picture called PNG. The PNG pictures usually have a transparent background because it's used in various graphic works. In this case, what I think, you took this picture from the internet where somebody else already took it, and so it's got this background that is not, you cannot see, you know, the fill here. And what else? The words here are so small that you can hardly read them. It's enough that you go on them, in this case, you see them, and you make it bigger. 24, or maybe always click on it because otherwise it doesn't work. And you make it bigger. Of course, you have to move it and do it like this and put it, move it, just put it down. That's much better. Don't you think that, Maria?
I think so too.
Yeah.
So how do you recommend to use the pictures then, if I might ask?
Yeah. And then the thing about adding the transition or animation means that on every single picture that you have to go on transition. You know, the ribbon, this is the ribbon. So you can go on transition and choose which one. This, or this. And then simply apply to all of them. So now you should have all the same translation. And then you can even put animation. Animation means, for example, if you want to see that this, okay, it's not just, let's go on the one that we've already, okay, this one. I want that this writing, this basketball is arriving after first the picture and then basketball. So I go on animation and I put this comparsa, for example, is just one. You see, is the little number that you see here, 1, means that in the same slide you can put even 10 or 20 animation, and according to the usual, I mean to the time you are putting them on. So if you're putting basketball first, it's number 1. The second animation you put in, of course, will be number 2. And so it's automatically, the order is coming out automatically. And then you can decide from each item that you put what kind of animation you can do it. But let's try to see how is in this way. So what I do, I go on the previous slide, I go on presentation, and dalla diapositiva corrente, not from the beginning. And when I click, it's arriving because I left the click. If it was automatically, of course, it was arriving automatically. Okay, so this is something. Then we can get even again on it. But first, I want to get into another PowerPoint of Valentina. Okay, Valentina made 2 things because she made the PowerPoint as you're going to see it now, but she also made the video that she sent it to me, and the video was complete, was good. Okay, so this is again on seasons. And what Valentina did is a complete job. So she put animation, she put transition, she put a voice, and she put the music too.
It was a great job.
Great job. Really.
Great job, honestly.
Job.
You
And
have two people saying this now.
Yeah.
The only thing thank you.
No,
I couldn't take the little thing.
Yeah. No, but actually,
at the beginning, you can see there is the speaker on. On stage.
It's okay. It's okay. Even when you repeat twice the title, I think it's perfect. It's just, you know, something that you are, it means, it seems that you're doing on purpose because you want to explain, really, now be careful, I'm going to speak about seasons.
What I felt, Paola, what I felt that Valentina had in mind when she was preparing this presentation was, what I felt she had in mind was the audience she was going to deliver the presentation to. She had it in mind. She had the audience in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a clear image of the audience. By just seeing the presentation, I can tell what her focus, language focus was on, which words she wanted to deliver, and who the audience was. And that is excellent for a teacher. Great job, Valentina. Honestly, great job.
Now, there are even some other things that I want to add, but I don't want to add it now because I don't want to influence you more than
okay.
already done. But now be careful because I want to add something else. That is what is an add-on. Okay, presentation from the beginning, and let's go.
Seasons. Seasons. What season is it? Spring. What season is it? Summer. What season is it? Autumn. What season is it? Winter.
Okay, fantastic, Valentina. So, if you want to say some, the thing is, for example, what I was noticing in Valentina, apart from the fact that it's a complete work with animation, transition, music, voice, she has been very careful on details because for example, each background colors in each slide is suggesting and introducing the season. Then she was using intervals, very appropriate, that they really allow children to try to give their reply. And that's really a complete one. But still, some pics are grainy and some have got watermarks. Did you notice, Valentina?
Yes, and I couldn't,
Yeah.
my connection is very poor here, so I just sent it like that because I couldn't find another image. But autumn is grainy. And,
the work of finding out images is quite a long one.
Yeah.
That's why I suggest you to put on your computer some files with images you can download when you don't have, when you're not in a hurry, actually. Just for example, I got full of stuff in my computer, of course, and you can imagine I have to use a computer that is even quite expensive. It's a big machine. I mean, big as the kind of issue it can perform is performing. It's not a big machine, but it's performing. And I put some, when I download a nice image that I think it could be used in slides, I keep it and I put in a file, you know, given various categories. And this is something you can do little by little when you use them. But actually, that's a fantastic job, Valentina, that you have made.
Can I add on to this? Okay, this is
Sure.
what I use, okay? When my computer doesn't have a big capacity, okay? But I am usually in a hurry when I do things like this. So what I have is this little box where I put all the stuff that I need to prepare something in a rush. So I've got pictures, I've got like music, and they're all in here, so it doesn't clog up my my computer.
Yeah, I have 3 of them.
Yeah,
start
but
using them.
Yeah, don't forget to use the clouds, because you can even put in the clouds. All of you've got a Google account. The Google Drive has got quite a large cloud to just put your stuff in.
We actually do have a Google Drive, and this is a good suggestion, Paula. Thank you very much. Because what we could do now, from now on, I'm going to create a folder. Yes, exactly, a folder in our Play with Gabby Google Drive, and we can upload pictures. I can even upload what I have in here. Good, thank you, Paula, for reminding me. So everybody can share whatever we find. One thing, Paula, the teachers actually asked me for is that if you could give us a list of websites, free websites where we can get pictures or music.
Yeah, this is something that I prepared for the end. You're reading my mind, are you?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Just because I was telling that the copyright is quite an important thing. So I'm speaking to you about the Creative Commons licenses and so on. Because it's important. And then in your file, you can even see if there's some picture, if there are some pictures that are not appropriate because they got watermarks or what else, you can cancel them and make space for some new ones.
Exactly.
So this is really vital, Gabby, because the time you lose in searching in the net for the appropriate image is so really huge sometimes. And if you have something where you can your own library to go then and take from then, I mean, your time is reduced more than a half the time you have for preparing this kind of presentation. I want to stay in your group as well. And now, even for your library, That's really interesting for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I never said that. I'll deny that. Okay. Oh, it's recorded. Shucks,
Okay.
it's recorded.
No, don't say. Okay, okay. Now let's get into Roberta, even if she's not here, because today, unfortunately, she told me that she's working.
Yeah, she's working at the, yeah. Well, good for her, yeah.
But let's see, because she's going to see this presentation, this meeting. So we are going even to see her presentation and to discuss a bit on her. Okay. Let's go on, Roberta. Action verbs. We have action verbs. Let's share it. Okay. Here we are. Let's go on the presentation from the beginning.
Action verbs. Run. Jump. Swim. Play. Dance.
Okay, so this is Roberta. Here I would have even a couple of things I would say for the content as well, if Gabby allow me to do it.
Oh yes, definitely, because it's probably what I was going to say. We're on the same wavelength, you know. So
it's very nice to use the verbs, because she was entitled verbs, but actually with children I think that is better we use them as activities. So instead of putting just the verb, put in jumping or swimming and so on, because it's much more useful for the language, because you're not teaching grammar in this moment. I mean, that, do you agree, Gabby?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Yes,
and
we always have to keep our audience in mind.
Yeah.
Let's keep our audience in mind. We're not working with adults. We're working with kids. Kids have no clue what grammar is. Just think about a first grader. So grammar, what's grammar? What's a verb? I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah, it's not important. It doesn't relate to my life.
Yeah. And so the other thing that if, as she's using her voice, and it has been very good, this system, I think she could even repeat the word at least twice. Because when you are speaking, you say swimming, and the children just read. If you repeat it and you say swimming, so the children are invited to repeat themselves, because you are repeating it. So if you say swimming, swimming, then all the children, you will see that from the second slide onward, they will repeat it with you. Even if you don't say, now repeat after me, they don't need it. It's just because you repeat it twice. Repeating with children is very important, especially where we are not there. So if this is supposed to give it to the children without our physical presence, it's important that we are really present, actually. Tell me, darling.
Yes, just a quick tip for my teachers. From a neuroscience point of view, the best way to deliver repetition is at least repeated 3 times. Because the first time you've got the sound acquisition, okay? Second time you lower the emotional filters. So I say it one time, I say it the second time, the child listens to it again and is ready to repeat it after you. The third time is consolidation, and it writes into your procedural memory, okay? So at least 3 times. Repetition needs to happen at least 3 times of a word. Sorry about that.
No, that's fantastic. I mean, it's something that you can even do in your presentation, so you don't have, because don't think that children are getting bored at all. They don't.
No,
So
you
can even repeat. The more you repeat, the more they enjoy it.
Exactly.
So that is very nice. The pictures are nice, except some, like this one, is a bit grainy as well. And even the font she used, it's appropriate. She really made a good job. And she put the logo at the end. That is nice. She could even put it, and she was putting at the beginning smaller.
Yeah, a little smaller,
Very
I would say,
nice,
even the
very
end.
Nice. No. This is a very good presentation.
Oh, yes.
The only thing that we are keeping us to the point is the music. If you put this video on YouTube, they stop you immediately, because this music, being a Disney music, is not possible to have it. You can use it in your class, you can use it in your lessons, but you cannot get it online. Sorry, of course, because it's got a big and enormous copyright. So let's get into the copyright vision, because I want to share with you something. So let's get, I have to close some windows that I have here, and let's get into. So I want to show you now a small presentation that I have prepared from save here, from other courses that I run that are, Gaby, I got it.
Oh, I have infringed the most copyright rules on that one, the one I sent you.
I know.
Yeah, oh, wow, wow.
I mean, remember that in your class, that's
exactly,
you.
That's for my class.
And the web is just another matter.
Exactly.
So don't worry about it. So I have this presentation that I have made recently for other teachers. It's in Italian, because it was for Italian teachers, but I mean, yeah, I think we are all speaking both English and Italian, are we?
Yes, Maria is learning, but she's doing a great job.
Okay, so now she's doing, she's studying during this session. Okay, this presentation is called Alcuni consigli sui programmi per realizzare video con foto o filmati. So the first slides, I don't care, because they are about programs. We are using PowerPoint, but we can use even other programs. And the first part of the presentation is telling about other programs. But let's get into this. Okay. Attenti al copyright. You see this one? You got C, double C, PD. These usually are what they are calling under the Creative Commons. That is an organization that is not a profit organization that is on from the 2001 from Howard University. So, queste licenze si ispirano al modello copyleft, già diffuso negli anni precedenti in ambito informatico e possono essere applicate a tutti i tipi di opere dell'ingegno. So, we found them for pictures, for music, and everything. So, you have a copyright complete, full copyright, or public domain, and da una parte la protezione totale realizzata dal modello all right reserved, tutti i diritti riservati, something that you can't use at all. E dall'altra no right reserved, assenza totale di diritti. Or some rights reserved. You have to be very careful if you go into the, if you want to share into the internet. So copyright, that C, just one C, means that you cannot use it at all. Creative Commons, some are okay, but some are not. PD is public domain, so you can use them, especially for the pictures. So what I suggest you is to go on Creative. When you are searching pictures, near the picture write Creative Commons or copyright free. And then each picture you have to be careful and read them. But let's get on, because it's not so important with pictures, because you know sometimes you can take a picture from a site that has already took the picture for somebody else. So you don't realize that the picture maybe is copyright because it was canceling everything. And then somebody can ask you, listen, that picture is mine. And I say, yes, but I took from that site. So believe me, it's not so common that they asking you something for pictures if they're not watermarks or very clear names on it. But on the music, the things is completely different. Dove trovare musica libera da diritti? Now be careful, because the confusion can be big. Non è la stessa cosa trovare musica gratuita per i video rispetto a musica libera da diritti. Musica libera da diritti può essere anche non gratuita. E la musica gratuita può anche non essere libera da diritti. Per cui dobbiamo stare attenti che abbiano entrambe le caratteristiche. Per cui la musica gratuita la potete trovare su piattaforme di download gratuito, ma non significa che sia libera da diritti, state attenti. Per cui quella senza copyright è quella che non è soggetta ad alcun diritto e si può a volte scaricare gratuitamente, a volte a volte invece bisogna pagarla. Ora, per questa biblioteca audio di YouTube, io vi farò un breve, it doesn't come out in Italian, tutorial.
To say it.
Okay. A short tutorial later, but I want to show you next one. Okay, these are all sites for music free from copyright, but be careful to the limitation. Each one of these, I'm going to send you this list, and this list is all the links are active. So it's enough that you click on it. And they should. Do you see Bensound here?
No, you need to share. You need, yeah. You have to share it again.
You share. Okay. Okay, now you should. Okay, Bensound. You see, you got some of them. If you go on this music, some of them you have to purchase. So you have to buy them. And some of them, they are free. Let's see, for example, this cinematic. Those that are, for example, here download means that you can just download it. But in which way? First you listen if it's the right one for you. Okay, I like it. Nice royalty-free music composition featuring piano, synth, and drum. For example, for this one, when you download, you have to add in the credits, it's enough you put credits by the name of the song, and then from and you put just the link of the site. In this case, it's bandsound.com, and you put bandsound.com, and that's enough. Some other, let me go back, like I don't know, this children music. We have so many here. I have to close all your presentation that are coming up to say, hey, I'm here. Okay, let me close all the presentation. Maria. Okay, and this one. Stop sharing. Okay, let's go back to our okay, so going back to this with the list of courses, a big job. This is something else that you could put in your drive, some short music, because believe me, the time I spend using music, it's really tiring sometimes, because you never find out the appropriate music. So find out and do the same that you do with the images, that it's even faster. Do it with the music. But now let's go on it. Stop share. I want to share this because even Gabby was sending us a very nice presentation. Okay, so you see, this is the, let me share. You see that? Do you see the slide?
No,
Dove trovare musica? Okay, now what we do is we open the presentation. I'm trying to open them both.
I see you, I don't see the presentation.
No, I don't either. I don't see the other, I don't see the slide, Paula. I know this is Zoom.
Yeah, because I asked it to share my whole screen, so they should be sharing everything I'm putting on videos, but actually it doesn't work. You have to share one by one.
Not even if you share screen?
Yeah.
It won't let you share screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to share screen. The whole screen is what I did, but probably because I had too many. Okay. Okay, that you should see my real screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on it. I got this PowerPoint. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Here is the link, Biblioteca Audio di YouTube, where we are going to see what to do with Gebis. Here you can read everything. How to use it, but I think the best thing to do is just try it on. So I'm going to give this presentation. Okay, that's very nice. I show you quite quickly because it's a long one, but it's very nice because it's a complete story. Do you see the presentation now?
No, yeah, we see the presentation. We don't see the
okay, you have
the animation.
So it's Kirikou and the Bad Witch, adapted, etc. She was very careful about the rights or right reserved And you see, she put very nice, and that's the story. That it would be nice if she's putting on some the voice and so on.
Exactly.
But
Okay,
what we are going to do.
These are all images I shouldn't have used, okay? But it was for teaching purposes, and it was storytelling.
Now, okay, so that is fantastic. I think in your classroom you can use when you are reading, so that's really fantastic. Or ask children that they can do it to read them, or sing here. They can even sing. That is very nice. But this presentation actually deserve a nice music, a nice soundtrack, because it's too nice not to use in a soundtrack. So what we are going to do, we go out from this presentation, we make it shorter, and we go on YouTube to choose a nice music to use it. Okay. Open. Okay. Let it make it bigger. Okay, do you see? This is the library. It's directly the YouTube library. YouTube has been improved so much in this last period, especially after the lockdown, to help people to realize very nice video. So what we can do here, you see there are musica gratuita and effetti sonori. You can choose the genre, the stato d'animo, strumento, durata, etc. But they're so huge that I would put here Africa. Let's see what is coming up. Nice. Of course, from the title, sometimes you can't see it, but tribal war, African drums, the rising, you saw. So just, Gaby, choose a nice title that you like.
African drums.
African drums. Listen to it if you like it. Look, first of all, they immediately tell you what kind of copyright do you have on this song.
What you can do with
Puoi utilizzare liberamente questo rato in uno qualsiasi dei tuoi video, ma devi includere quanto segue.
Okay, perfetto. In the credits.
And in the credits you put it.
Okay.
That is nice.
Excellent. Thank you very much for this, Paola.
And you listen if it's appropriate. Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay.
No, we like it.
Maria, do you feel at home?
Okay, so we
let's all go to Kenya.
Yes.
She's from Kenya.
Yeah.
You know, Maria, I've been living in Zambia for some period.
We've all got African backgrounds here for some reason.
Because I was working for Zambia Airways for more than 10 years. So, yeah. So,
and most of you've got airlines, airline backgrounds.
I know, things in common, they come out so often, you know, when you start to
They should study us.
Yeah, really, they should.
Yeah. Okay, so I have downloaded.
I saw those ivory things. I just felt home.
Yeah.
Can I say something about it? Because I use this library for the background music.
Yeah, Vale.
And as the title doesn't say a lot about the music itself, I looked at the musica cinematografica vivace, felice. Yes. So that gives me the mood.
Yeah,
so I was looking for happy song. And so,
because you can even choose by stato d'animo, genere, strumento, and everything. And here is the stato d'animo that is appearing immediately. Okay, here you have even this little attribuzione Creative Commons. So you already have something here on the first line to decide if some of them are okay. For example, I don't want one that is too dramatical, so I don't even listen to it because I know that it's got a dramatical feeling that is not good for us. Okay, so now that I have downloaded, I go back to Gaby's PowerPoint and I go on the first. Do you want to put the music from the beginning or after the title, Gaby?
Oh, from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Nice. It gives you the African vibe right away.
Yeah, okay, even because it's starting with the drums, very nice. So what would you do? We go on Inserisci and we go on, let me, audio.
Mm-hmm.
Audio in PC personale. Of course, it's going directly to my file where I got all the files that I use for videos because it's the last file that I have open. But this one that I have just downloaded, I have in download. There is this one, African drums. Remember to write down before using it the copyright that you have to put on credits. And I go on Inserisci. How do I want it? Maybe now I want high because maybe I want to speak on it directly, not just recording my voice. So that's enough. I can, when does it start? Automatically.
Automatically.
Riproduci tra diapositive because I want is going on. Esegui a ciclo continuo fino a interruzione. Okay. Of course, I don't want you to see that. So, nascondi, but not riavvolgi dopo la riproduzione because I want is going on.
Exactly.
Okay. So, let's try to see it. How is the presentation now? It's not going? Okay.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Very nice. Immediately get into the story. The power of music, it's really great. But it's very short. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
What we didn't notice, that is too short.
So it goes over and over.
Yeah. This means to what we say in the technical language of people working on ITC is sporcarsi le mani.
Oh yes,
that
you need
means
to get your hands
try
on. Yeah.
try because until so we didn't notice that that was a very short one.
So we need a longer one.
We need a longer one or more than one. You see, for example, yes. Let's put another.
There's a 5-minute one.
Yeah.
No, but it's calmo. We can't have calmo.
No, cupo. Cupo.
Cupo.
Okay.
Nothing to do with Africa.
This is more Buddha bar.
Yeah, that's it. You know how it's difficult to get into it.
Let's find a long one. What's this elephant? Low. Let's see. È cupo pure questo.
Same. When you say cupo, usually it's the Buddha bar.
Cuckoo, but it's short. No, cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
What's it? Oh, cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
It's raga. And it's free. Not even, you don't need even credits here. You
I
can
like
just
this
put
one.
it in. This is nice. Okay, so we go back here. And what we can do is leaving that music on the first one. Because it's, you know, the presentation.
Go to the other slide.
And we riavvolgi, so it's finished with the first And from the second slide, you put a new music.
Cool.
I leave it at the click del mouse because, or automatically, no, it's a click del mouse because you didn't put any intervals already.
Exactly. Oh yeah, this is totally, I have to finish and clean this up.
It's not finished, of course.
Yeah. I need to clean it up.
Okay.
What are the intervals?
I beg your pardon?
What are the intervals? What do you mean by she didn't put intervals?
Okay, so putting the intervals means that you decide how long a slide is on.
Ah, okay, okay.
Okay, and you can try them on with during the presentation. So you decide if they are 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I suggest you or to have the intervals the time that you need to read something,
exactly.
Or if there's nothing written on, not more than 7 seconds for each slide. That is already a big time when you are going to finish it in a video.
You can find this. Paula spoke about this in the previous session, and you can find that on the Google Drive or the link I sent. So, okay.
Sorry for the interruption.
It's okay. No, don't worry.
Okay, let's start to see what is happening now. I'm curious. Now it's starting again because we didn't change the first one.
Exactly. I
you
think
see, sometimes you have to be very careful.
Oh yeah.
Into it. That's why something that you can realize a PowerPoint in half an hour, but not a long one.
Not something like this.
But you can go on it, and so on this one, that was the first one. You see prova intervalli here in presentazione. Barbara, yes.
Yeah.
You prova, you go in the presentazione and you click, and it's just recording all the intervals you click.
Okay.
And then you can use intervals or not. Okay. Here they're not intervals. That is the first one. Okay. Let's try for the last time then, I think. And then what I suggest you, when you are really tired, stop it. Go away, drink a cup of hot tea, or do something, because
go back to it.
So long one single feature means to getting crazy. So give you time to learn, like to digest something. No, now it's not even. I had to do something probably wrong. No. You see, oh yeah, we say fine art, America.
Yeah, that's, oh yeah.
Yes, but no problem. Okay, I have to get more relaxing into it.
Don't worry, Paula.
No, okay. I don't at all, because it's something that we can, at the end, I always say, at the end, it's me winning, not you.
Exactly.
When I'm, yes, with the computer, sometimes, you know, that's that moment that you're getting angry with it, like it was a real person. But remember, it's not, it's just a machine. So you have always to win with it. Just be patient. This is really a password. Be patient always.
Don't bother with it. Just show us the credit. Don't worry.
Okay, so for the credit things, I don't even know, I don't do it. Let's go on it. You see, so in this section of Creare, you got everything. And then I gave you this. Be careful, some of these sites, they are not in Italian, not in English, some are Spanish, but they got very good music. And then some of them you can even find on YouTube, but it depends if you know how to download music from YouTube, because even in the videos, because you can find some videos that are given very good music, but that's probably more difficult to get. So just follow at the beginning this. Some of them, they are really good. And remember, there are really lots of classical music free.
Okay.
But be careful about the kind of reproduction, because some of them, they are not of good quality. So they are free of copyright, but that, because, you know, with the classical music, you can have millions of how can I say, millions of musicians that have recorded it, but some, they are not recorded in good quality. Maybe they are old registrations, so they're not very nice. But I think it's something you can just do in by trying it. This children music, for example, if I open, oh, this is one that I told you, is on YouTube, Children Music Complete. They're very nice, but you have to work on them, because, for example, they're all free content. So they're already on YouTube and you can use. Very nice, you see. And here they appear all the following, especially for short spot on this one. But do you realize that at the beginning, there's always this little me, so you should trim the audio. And I don't know, this is another matter that probably, if you don't know how to trim an audio, it's not good to use it, because I don't like that they have always this kind of.
And also it's time consuming.
Yeah, and the time. So it's good because it's full of stuff, but probably you need more time to do it. Then you have, for example, this Free Music Archive. Yeah, open. You see, you have to search FMA, CCD music, what I just told you. And because these are, for example, this is a site where musicians put their own music.
Yep.
I search an FMA, and here you can search, the license. For example, I search children. Then I'm looking for a complete license, public domain. All genre, no, I want folk or classical. Let's say classical, public domain, classical, more, what else? The duration, I want a long one. I want something that is arriving 5 minutes. 0 track found. Oh, I'm sad about it. Okay, let's put away children and let's look for it now. Okay, if they're not children, you find many of them. The system, you see, is always the same. You got the genre, you got the album, you got the track, the artist, and you can listen to it. So sad. But if you like it, you download it. Okay, and completely free. of course, each side has its own directions to follow. But the language, as I was telling to you before, let me go back here to you. I want to see you. Okay. As I was telling to Barbara at the beginning, because she was asking me how to use the Mac instead of the Windows, and I say usually the language is the same, the computing language is the same. So this thing is valid also for these sites. The way, the system they use to download to see if they are free is always more or less the same. So once you get into one side, even the second, the third, and the fourth side, you can get more or less they speak the same language, despite the real language they do, they use. So it could be Spanish, you can understand it because, I mean, the arrow put like this means download, always, everywhere. So just be careful to be on the right channel when you get into the internet. But I think that for you, this is not, sorry if I tell you something sometimes that is maybe so obvious for you because you're very good with the computer, but I do not underestimate any kind of knowledge. So I don't know what kind of knowledge you have. I prefer repeating and to be too long, but never assume that you have any previous knowledge. Okay.
Right.
Okay, my dear, do you have anything? I don't know if we got into all of you, of your work, and you did a very good job. If you want, I can make some of those changement in your jobs, or I think it's better you do it by yourself because now you got the tools.
Exactly.
And then we can even, I'm really, you are welcome to show me them again.
Thank you, Paola.
All your changements, really, really, because I like the process you're following.
Well, I was telling my teachers that we will be seeing more of you during the coming year for various reasons. It's just that I'm getting a little heavy on training, and Paola has got humongous experience in teacher training and in teaching. So you will probably be seeing more of Paola during the year in substitution to my trainings because it's just, it's getting, you know, the workload is getting, yeah, it's getting quite heavy for me, I was telling her. So I hope you enjoyed Paola's training on PowerPoint, but Paola has a lot more to give than just technical training from an ICT point of view. So yeah, I think we would all like to work on our own presentations to fix them. Okay, and I enjoyed your work, and I'm also thinking about how to improve it from an image point of view. I mean, I'd really like to get out of my comfort zone and your comfort zone and try drawing. Okay, yeah, look at Valentina's face.
When you tell
my face
out of comfort zone, I'm like all of a sudden.
No, but I'm not an artist myself. I mean, I'm not an artist.
But of getting out of my comfort zone. Then you said drawing.
Okay, so we want kids to get out of their comfort zone to learn a language, but we as teachers are not comfortable with getting out of it. Not okay. No good. No. It's a no. This is a no. Okay, Paola, thank you very much. Are you
thank you.
Okay, are you anybody have questions for Paola?
I just wanted to know what the assignment was so I can try and do it for myself. What was it? Just a small, short presentation on something teaching related?
Yeah, completely free.
To use the technical things that...
Yeah.
No, okay.
And please, Barbara, tell me, because I'm very curious about the Mac resolution that you can find out.
I was wondering, I have to use, I think it's called Keynote. But if this presentation is for me, maybe I don't need to do it on Office. I can do it on Keynote or...
Yeah, sure. So
I don't need to learn... Well,
PowerPoint.
I used to know how to use Office, but I've had this Mac for many years and I don't remember Office.
Well, if you can find the same, the same, help me, Paula, if you can find the same
tool.
Language, maybe.
Well, no, if you can find the same
program
actions, yeah, if you can find the same actions on Keynote, I don't know. I mean,
I never used it, but I'm pretty sure.
Program.
Let us know, because it's interesting, even if we can use them both. For example, if you send me a Keynote presentation and I download on my computer that is not a Mac, and then I would test it and see if I can use it, just probably changing something and use it on a Windows. It could be possible.
Sometimes I've had problems sharing my files, Gabby knows, but maybe.
Yeah.
But the fantastic thing is, Barbara, that you can put on the internet and let it become in a video. So a video is sharing with everybody. When it's finished, it's your job. I mean, what you're doing in your office, it's your business. Okay. And it's important that we can share anyway, and very nice product it is, the final video. So
Paula, can Barbara send you her her presentation? Sure. Can you take a look at it, even if she wasn't at the first?
No problem at all. Because I told you, and Gabby knows that when I'm a trainer, I'm not a trainer from the moment I start the training until we say bye-bye. I continue to be it. Okay, when the channel is open, it's open. You can get it.
So the channel with Paula is open, so feel free,
no
okay?
No problem.
I like to ask. What else? That's it? Okay.
I think that's okay. Okay, you've done a very good job together. I like your group. I wanted to thank Gabby for this opportunity, even to meet this fantastic group.
You will be seeing more of this group, Paula. I told you, you will be seeing more of this group. Well, thank you very much for your time, guys. Excellent job. Thank you. I know it has been hard, so thank you very much for taking the time. Paula, if any admin extra issues, just
I'll let you know.
Oh, no problem. Let me know. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, so as usual, at the end of a kind of training, I don't like to close it down. So please, you go by yourself from my room, and I say you bye-bye, and I remain here alone.
Okay, so we're leaving.
I don't like to close my doors. Okay, you're leaving.
So we're leaving. Okay, thank you so much.
Bye. See you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks. Val, could you join me in my room just for a second?
Yeah, how do I join you? I don't know how to do this.
Bye, everyone.
I'll send you a link, okay? It's a training link. It's the training link.
Okay.
It's a usual training link. Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Paula.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye, Gabby.
Yeah, I was just waiting. I just wanted to get a little feedback from you. Yeah, so what do you think? Was Maria still there?
Yes,
Maria?
she's still there.
Maria?
Because we don't hear, but probably
no.
was just switching off the
the video, okay.
But she's not off. I can help her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just connection issues.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Could I ask you to stop recording for a second?
Sure. Let's say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Bye,
and
bye.
See
Okay.
you. Bye, 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 Gabby.
Bye. Okay.